Welcome back to the listener.
Welcome the listener to Big Town Improv. I'm Josh Pilch.
And I am Jesse Moriarty.
That's cool.
Thanks,
hey.
I worked hard on it. Yeah.
Hey, let's see how fast I can say this.
All right.
Today.
What do you got for us, Josh?
Today on Big Town Improv, we're going to have a discussion and tell true stories from which we will draw specifics to inspire a montage of short improvised scenes. Then, to top things off, we'll do one long extended improvised narrative with the same characters in different locations.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Whew. I'm out of breath.
Take a minute. Sit down.
Honestly, I'm scared. That was scary.
Really? You're scared
Yes.
of your own abilities.
Yeah. Well, so Jesse, it went by in a flash, but the first thing I described was that we were going to tell true stories to help inspire our improv.
I did hear you say that, Josh, and to be perfectly honest, I'm a little nervous about.
You're scared now.
Bearing my soul to the listener like that.
Yeah, it's actually like, we do it every week.
Eventually, I'm going to run out of anecdotes to share.
Right, and it puts us in like a really vulnerable position.
Psychologically
opens us up
speaking,
in a way
yes.
that is scary for us. So why don't we not do it and have someone else do it instead?
Oh my. I think I see where you're going with this, Josh.
Oh yes, we've got, once again here at Big Town Improv, a special guest.
He's gesturing for the benefit of those of you who can't. He's like holding out his arm as though he's welcoming a guest on. But of course, this is a purely audio medium, so you can't tell that.
Yes, especially because I forgot to start the recording on the Skype call. But now I did. That's right, a special guest we have with us today. An animator, a designer, storyboard artist, maybe? Nope, not a storyboard artist. Cut that. Teacher.
But also a source of bird facts, and I just learned this.
Yes.
Lots of interesting bird facts.
Yes, mainly a designer, an animator on things such as Cartoon Network's Mau Mau, Heroes of Pure Heart Valley. But more importantly, owner of Bird Facts, it's Rachel Gitlevich. Hi,
Hello,
Rachel.
everybody.
Welcome to Big Town Improv, Rachel. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Now,
and thanks to that bird for joining us too.
Yes. The bird that is currently perched on Rachel's shoulder.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and just
I can't get rid of it.
She says something, and then the bird like pipes up with like a little repeated comment. It's really strange. But Rachel, I actually don't know this. How do you know Josh?
I met Josh in a dark alley one day. No, I'm just kidding. We used to work together at Titmouse.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah, I was a mugger. I worked as a mugger, so it was half true.
For those of you who actually don't work in animation, a mugger is what they call a person who robs you in a dark alley with a weapon, takes your valuables. It's just a little bit of animation parlance that we share with you here.
Yeah, and we did work at a bird together. The bird is called a titmouse.
Nice.
That's
can we
true,
have a
right.
bird fact, Rachel?
Yes, you can. This will be another owl bird fact. Did you know that an owl has more vertebrae in its neck than a giraffe does, giving the owl the ability to swivel its head almost 180 degrees?
I didn't know that, and I'm glad that I know it now.
That's
Thanks
a lot
very
of
much.
vertebrae.
Yeah, it's more vertebrae than you got.
I'm not disputing that.
Yeah.
I went to the zoo in Queens, and there were these little owls that burrowed in the dirt. They like live in the desert, and they were extremely cute. And there's a really little one who poked his head up out of a hole, and he was really cute until he grabbed a big mouse and just devoured it down whole, which was really disturbing.
Nice.
And then they regurgitate an owl pellet later.
Yes, the kind of thing you dissect in science class.
Yep.
Oh. Well, owls are horrible.
Yeah. But now that we've said this, we are definitely going to get some bird improv, which is my favorite kind of improv.
Seems like we'd have to.
However, per tradition, to inspire some content for our montage, would we
Jesse.
like what?
I forgot to mention the random word generator. I had to take it to the shop.
Oh no! What was wrong with it?
We don't have it today.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was acting up a little bit. So I think Rachel, if
did you get hit in the knee by a random fired adjective? I hate it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, you need a random adjective.
No, actually, Rachel.
That is what we usually do. But Josh is throwing me something of a curveball here. To use a little bit of a sports metaphor.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's throwing me a curveball because I guess we're going to do something different.
A little bit. I told Rachel that we do improv off of true stories, and she said she had some stories that she likes to
everybody
tell.
has some stories, Josh.
I mean, some in particular that she wanted to share with us.
I mean, what are you going to do? Get a guest who's like, so you've got some stories for us? No, actually, nothing has ever happened to me in the entirety of my life. Sorry.
That'd be interesting.
In and of itself, in a way,
unusual.
yes. Well, I would like to hear these stories, Rachel. Tell me, before you get started, though, do they involve birds?
They do not, unfortunately.
Ah.
I know. I don't have funny bird stories. I do have bird stories, but they're not funny.
Doesn't have to be funny, but
I mean, most birds are not funny, I think. I
don't know. Have you, seen any of them?
Any of them?
Have you
seen
any
the patoo bird?
Say it again?
The patoo?
Is that like
it's
that sounds like a cartoon sound of someone spitting.
Right.
Patoo.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's POTOO. For those of you listening.
And for me, I'm searching it.
The patoo bird is just
Oh my. The listener, please look at this silly bird.
Well,
it's just this upset-looking, wall-eyed creature.
Well, I hate to move away from birds like this, but
that looks like something Jim Henson created in a very dark period of his life.
Yeah, he said, "I made a mistake with this one."
Yes. Well, let's hear your funny though birdless story, Rachel.
Okay. So, as before mentioned, I do work in animation, and as such, I went to art school. And one of the things you have to do at art school is you have to draw naked people.
That's true.
Yes. Jesse and I both went to art school as well. This is a...
So this is like a recurring...
Shared experience, yes.
Shared experience. So anybody who's been to art school has, figure drawing model stories.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
And this one, this one stayed with me. So... we get this one model, and he's a much older gentleman. I want to say anywhere between his 60s and 70s. And the first thing you notice about this man is how crude am I allowed to be?
As much as you want.
Go nuts.
So his balls were just down to his knees.
There it is.
That's the first. And it's you know what? It happens. It's natural. I know my titties are going to be down at my knees at some point in the future, too. It happens. It's fine. But, when you're 19, it's not something that you think about ever.
Right.
And
at
here
the very
he was.
least, it's probably it's almost certainly the first time you've seen it in person that way.
Yes. So he was a very delightful man, very flamboyant. And he insisted on doing these absolutely ridiculous poses for us, which he held, by the way. It was very impressive. But it was almost like he was trying to prove to us that, like, I'm not old, I can do this. At one point, he, like, put a stool on a table and then climbed and then, like, did, like, a pose for, like, 2 minutes. Just, like, on the stool on a table with, just like, on one foot. And we were like, sir, like, there's no need for that. You're going to fall and die. Like, please don't. But he didn't care. He needed to prove how spry he was at his tender age of almost 70.
I love it.
And the whole time he's telling us about, like, the gay scene in Philly, like, 30 years back. And we're just like, we're learning so much today about both human anatomy and this man's life. But I think one of my favorite moments was, so the guy was changing poses, and so usually, like, the artist will sit in a circle, like, around the model, and, I was, like, I wasn't paying attention to his pose when it changed, like, I was, like, flipping a page over and sharpening a pencil, and then when I look up, this guy was on his back, and his legs were, like, over his head.
Oh.
And the guy sitting across from me also was, like, not paying attention and flipping, like, the page over. And then, like, he looks up and all he gets is this man's, like, just, he got the money shot of this old man's posterior. And all the bits kind of slowly, like, spreading on the floor.
Foreshortening
and the look
must
on
have been
this
challenging in that picture.
The look on this artist's face is, like, my favorite thing on this planet. Like, when Josh was like, do you have any stories? That's always, like, the look on that poor boy's face. He saw his future and he was not happy about it.
His face is burned in your memory even more than the unusual pose that was presented to you.
Even more than the old man balls, really.
Yeah. The old man balls, like, you kind of get over it really quickly, but that one pose and the look on that man's face was everything.
People really don't give, like, artist models enough credit because it is a hard thing to do.
I can't do it.
Gotta hold that pose and, be in front of everyone, and it's not something that I would want to do at any time.
Yeah.
Though, perhaps...
And they don't get paid well. They get paid, like, $20 an hour on average. So, like, you're naked for 3 hours and you get, like, $60 from it, and you get, like, 2 sessions a day.
It's not terrible. Right. I mean...
It's not terrible.
Yeah. Gotta live by a art school or a city or something.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to, like, do it.
Yeah, definitely. That it is a funny thing, like, because, like, sort of the goal with, like, life drawing poses is, like, often, well, no, I guess there's more than one goal, because I was going to say a lot of times you want it to be a pose that you can then apply later in a drawing that you're doing, and I'm not sure what application there is exactly for folding yourself in half and dangling your big wrinkly balls on the floor.
Have you not heard of Pornhub?
Well, sure. I've never had to draw Pornhub.
Have you never... Josh, you have not lived.
They've made a lot of erotic
some gay
animation
porn for Tumblr.
at this point.
Yeah, I guess
I have found myself... I mean, we are all artists here, I think, so we've all done the thing where you find yourself in need of a pose, so you have to, like, contort yourself in front of the mirror to try and achieve it.
I have so much blackmail fodder on my computer and my phone of me just, like, in my underwear with a foam sword, pretending like...
It's usually with a sword, yes.
Usually.
And I also do the thing, and people have told me that I'm unconsciously doing the expressions of the character that I'm drawing.
Oh, I definitely do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that is a good story. I approve.
That is a good and if you excuse the term, juicy story.
Wink.
Yeah, Rachel, that was super helpful.
It kind of had a bird in it, in that I was picturing the old man's junk as like textured like the head of a vulture.
Oh
But,
my! Okay.
That's just my personal
fleshy bird
interpretation
head.
of this scene.
Well, Rachel, do you want to say real quick where people can find you and look at your art and tell you that you did a good job telling a story on Big Town Improv?
Yes.
Sure. I'm actually not really big on social media, but if you're interested in seeing any of my animations, you can go to vimeo.com/GitlevichR. That's GITLEVICHR. And I'm on Instagram. My handle is @RachelSculpts.
Yes, that's a fun Instagram.
Sculpts.
It's very random.
Do you also do sculptures then?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm
Rachel does
currently-
everything.
Except
currently-
storyboards.
Except
Oh, yeah.
storyboards. Yeah.
I'm so ashamed.
Well, it's kind of like a default, but I am currently making a gelfling.
Say it again.
Gelfling.
A gelfling.
What's that?
Yes, you've
That-
lost me as well.
Well, since you brought up Jim Henson and horror earlier, have any of you heard of The Dark Crystal?
Yes.
I know that they just made a new series
Yeah.
for Netflix.
It's everything.
Well, all right then.
You're making a character from Dark Crystal as a sculpture?
Yes.
Okay.
As like a posable sculpture, so it has like an armature underneath and everything.
Like a maquette or something? I guess.
Sort of, yeah. Quick question, can you hear the cat meowing?
I hope so.
Okay, because he wants to be in my bed right now, and
'Cause
he's upset with me.
He's heard
for
about all
closing the
these
door.
birds.
Yeah, we've just been talking nothing but birds. Give us
I don't think he'd know what a bird was if he saw it.
one more bird fact, Rachel.
One more bird fact. All right.
Actually, wait. I have an idea.
Yes?
What if Rachel texts me the bird fact, and then we use that as the inspiration for our long scene? in the
Ooh, I
second
like
half?
that. Can you text Josh a bird fact for later in the program? Because we won't need this until later.
Do you mind?
Oh. No, not at all. I'm just trying to think of like a good. It's like
Okay.
most of my bird facts are actually owl facts. I know a lot about owls.
That's fine. It can be an owl again.
Okay, I can text you a weird one.
Okay,
right
that's
now.
perfect. That's perfect. Excellent.
Thanks, Rachel. Thanks very much.
Thank
for
you,
your-
Rachel.
You're very welcome. Good luck with birds and balls.
Birds and
tonight.
balls.
Yeah.
That would be a better podcast, actually, wouldn't it?
I think that should be the title of this episode.
I
imagine it may
think
be
it
the
should
title of
actually,
this
Josh. Write that
episode,
down
yeah.
just for birds and balls.
Most episodes are something and something, so I think that's gonna
That's a
be
good
what
one.
this is. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so
Well, have a
much.
good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, my
Thank
pleasure.
you, Rachel. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, look forward to hearing it.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Okay.
Cool.
So Jesse, having heard all that, I guess are you ready to go into?
I am, but first I have to introduce. You remember our Gregorian monks?
Oh yes.
Unfortunately, they all won a vacation to the Maldives, so they're
Oh,
all
wow,
on
good for
vacation
them.
right now. It's great for them, but it leaves us in a little bit of a lurch. So I acquired this troupe of singing parrots, who I've trained to mimic the monks.
Okay.
So,
And are they good at mimicking the monks, or do they kind of sound like parrots?
I think they're good, but we'll just see how it comes out. This is the
Yeah,
first
let's-
time that we are going to
Right.
actually get them to do it live, after a lot of dress rehearsals.
Right. Right. So they might be nervous. And
Yes. Okay, guys. Here we go. This showtime. All right.
All right. And that means it is time for the Montage.
Are you here for the figure drawing?
Yeah. All right. Are you here also?
Yeah. Well, I got here a bit early, so I got a good seat. But all of these are open wherever you wanna sit down.
Okay. Great. Yeah. My foundation, drawing 101 class requires me to fill up this whole sketchbook with useful poses.
Yeah. It's a rough assignment, Like, I'm running out of people that I can pose. I mean, how many poses are there? There's standing and sitting down,
right,
and laying down, I guess.
Beginning to walk.
I guess drinking from a cup. I got that one.
Yeah,
kind of nice.
I guess that's all the poses.
Yeah.
Bah! I say, you think those are all the poses?
Oh my gosh!
Who's this?
We beg to differ.
That's right, brother. We are the Biloxi brothers,
famous acrobats.
And we are here to show you just how weird the human body can be.
We are also contortionists. Observe as I take my elbow and put it behind my neck.
Oh my. Well, okay. Well, that's not actually that complicated, is it? Just putting your arm behind your head.
And now, see this stool. I'll sit upon it.
Okay, what's happening here?
Okay, so when they came in and made their big production of
it was so broad.
Yeah, I was really expecting like some really weird and outlandish things,
Now, I heard you all talk about standing, sitting, beginning to walk, but have you ever imagined such a feat as standing on one foot? Woohoo, look, brother.
Oh my, you've outdone yourself again, brother. But what about this one? Hands together, knees slightly bent, as though I'm about to dive into a swimming pool.
Yeah, sorry. Look, I really need to get my my drawing classwork done, but can I ask you guys a question?
It's quite irregular.
Well, it's just, you said you were acrobats, like from the circus?
Yes.
So what was that like? Was that similarly this kind of grand announcement followed by pretty underwhelming poses and techniques?
Federico, do you hear? He has insulted us.
Oh, Giuseppe, I can't even bear to hear it.
He has challenged us. He has impugned our honor. Very well. You wish to see incredible poses? Observe. We will strip totally nude, take off all of our clothes.
Okay, well, they did that fast.
Yeah, well, okay, that was kind of impressive, honestly. Like, they just kind of swept them off. And now, observe as we sit backwards on bicycles and steer with our buttocks.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh man, a bicycle is really hard to draw. Oh, Hello?
Is this Jesse Moriarty?
Yes?
I need you to do something for me.
Who is this? What's going on?
Who I am doesn't matter, but what I have is more interesting to you. Ha 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 ha.
What do you have? Mysterious phone voice.
What I need from you is to leave $10,000 in unmarked bills outside your home, or else I will release your life drawing reference photos.
Whoa, okay. That's pretty messed up, man. I do like some weird faces in that.
Yeah, well, I'm a blackmailer.
Oh, I feel like you could have opened the phone call with that. You didn't have to. You didn't have to.
It's
leave.
not intimidating to say, hello, I'm a blackmailer.
No, but it gets the point across, doesn't it? Anyway, when do you want me to do this? I feel like it's a bad decision to just leave $10,000 in front of my home without knowing when someone's going to pick it up.
Right. I need you to do it tonight at midnight, or else I release a picture of you scrunching your face up all small while holding a sword.
Fine. It'll be there at midnight. Later, at midnight.
All right, let's see if he did it.
Hey, asshole! I got a sword!
Oh no! Wait a minute.
You shouldn't have told me exactly where you were going to be and when.
Oh no, and I knew for certain that he had a sword.
Yeah.
All right, well, guess what? You betrayed me. So now I'm going to release this photo to the news. Boop.
I'm disappointed that it's you, Josh, by the way.
Sorry, Jesse. I'm really strung up for cash. Things are not going well.
And tonight's top story. A local artist makes a funny face while doing his life-drawing work. Scandal. We won't show the photo, but you can easily find it on the internet. That's our journalistic ethics.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about it. In fact, we can go now to a reporter in the field who has attempted to get a statement from the local artist. Cherith? Yeah, thanks, Grant. I'm here in front of the house of Jesse Moriarty, local artist. Jesse, how do you feel about being shown this way to everyone?
Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, not great. I was willing to pay large sums of money and commit acts of assault to prevent this from getting out, which I feel like should be the bigger story, but I'm not the journalist here.
No, we're pretty certain that this is the biggest story out of everything. Not only including the details of
what happened after
Yeah.
All right. Well, the guy who was blackmailing me is over there. He went to get Chipotle, and he's just kind of chilling.
Hey guys, yeah, I just got $10,000 worth of Chipotle. Things aren't going well.
Well, thanks, Cherith. That's extremely sad for that blackmailer. Once again, the photo in question shows him scrunching up his face in, frankly, a funny way. What does this mean for the future of our country? This reporter doesn't want to speculate. Back to you.
You're back to me in the field now?
Yeah. Isn't there more to the story?
No, I talked to the guy.
He did.
Oh boy.
He told it. He talked to the blackmailer too.
Wait a minute. What's this? I'm getting information as the field reporter. It seems that the angry man has uploaded another photo.
Josh, what the hell?
Sorry. I don't like that you're on the news.
You're on
I'm
the news.
jealous.
You're on the news too.
Yeah, for like a second. They moved over to me for like a second.
Well, which photo did you do?
I did the one of you like doing kind of like duck lips.
Man, I hate that picture. Why did I even need to draw that expression?
I don't know. I guess you were drawing a duck.
Yeah, that's true. And for my new graphic novel, D for Duck.
I'm jealous of that too.
I'm sorry, but this news is no longer the top story, as I'm just now receiving word that 2 naked men are riding bicycles backwards down the street while loudly proclaiming themselves to be brilliant acrobats. We go, behold!
Look what we're doing with our behinds.
Draw it quickly before we travel too far away. Ah, Michelangelo, how does the Sistine Chapel proceed?
Well, Mr. Pope,
It's just Pope. You don't. The Mister is not necessary.
Really? You want me to just say, well, Pope?
Well, you can say Pope, then the name of the Pope that I am.
Yes.
But if you don't want to do that, for whatever reason, just Pope.
Okay, Pope. Well, it is going okay, but this is quite an undertaking.
Yeah, I see that. Well, what can we do to help, Michelangelo? I mean, we want a really nice ceiling, after all. That's
Right,
why we hire you, Michelangelo, greatest
great
sculptor.
Sculptor,
to
yes.
paint,
to paint the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Pope, I suppose I'll have to fill this ceiling with many figures.
Makes sense.
I suppose the best way to do that is to bring many people here. What's that?
You need some models, is what are you saying?
Yes, bring many people.
Okay, I do it. Here, I take off my hat and take off my Pope robes. And I'm a very old man.
Okay, wait, hang on, Pope.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how to say this, but
It's okay. I might be the Pope, but I'm just another regular guy, Michelangelo.
well, Pope. You see, I think of you in a certain way. I admire you as a leader of men and of religion.
Sure.
The moment that you drop your trousers and I see how long your big wrinkly testicles are, I'm never going to look at you the same way again. My faith will be shaken.
No, Michelangelo. Come on. We've all got big dangly testicles, after all.
No, Pope.
Hey.
We young men do not have big dangly testicles. Only a little bit dangly.
Okay. Well, you want to guess how dangly they are? How far down do you think they dangle?
Oh, now I do not want to make this guess, but I'm so curious now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe they come to your upper thigh. Is that right?
Well, let's see. I take off all this regalia of the Pope, all the robes, and
your poor hand servant.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's a living. Okay.
he is like a dinosaur from Flintstones.
Yeah, yes.
Anyway, here you go. You see?
Oh, I was way off.
Here, I sit on the floor. You see how it works when it impacts the surface.
Oh no, I cannot believe how long the Pope's wrinkly balls are.
That's right. Now, what pose you want me in, Michelangelo?
Oh no. I suppose I need to focus on my art. Okay, I want to draw the hand of God reaching down and giving life to Adam. So if you could do a gesture of reaching toward the earth.
Oh, yeah, my balls can reach over there. There we go.
Oh no, I meant that with your finger. I can't believe I had to tell you that.
Years later. So, Michelangelo, why did you make the statue of David? Why did you make the balls not dangling at all?
Oh, I have to tell you, I experienced some really difficult images in my life. Never again can I show a ball sack of any prominence at all. And in fact, I'm not comfortable talking about it, but if you want to take a guess of why I don't like to sculpt such a thing, just go to the Sistine Chapel and look at how I drew God in the image of the Pope and how he is how he is sparking life into Adam.
Oh, did the Pope?
Yeah, it was the Pope. You seen it too?
That Pope, man.
You can't keep him in.
That was probably the classiest scene we've ever done, Josh, right?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Talking about famous artist Michelangelo and the Pope, the leader of the Catholic Church, and and the Pope's balls.
You know, usually we have a couple different ideas for titles for this episode.
Yeah.
A lot of times it'll be named after one sketch from the beginning and then a summary of the sketch later. Maybe instead of what was it?
Birds and balls.
Birds and balls. Well, hang on now. I was going to say the first half could be the Pope's wrinkly sack and whatever else. The Pope's wrinkly sack and balls.
Well, let's see how the last scene turns out. Are we ready for our?
Yeah. So rather than one single word today, I guess we're going to be inspired by a bird fact. This is an unusual format for us,
but it is part of my plan to eventually phase out improv entirely and just have bird facts.
Exactly. So our bird fact. Okay. Here's how Rachel wrote it.
Okay.
In all caps, bird fact. And then also in all caps, did you know?
Okay.
Okay. Did you know that an owl's eyes are so big that they're not spheres, that won't fit in their skull, but orbs? So rather than move their eyes around like most other creatures, they bob their heads around.
Huh. I didn't know that. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. And now we're going to create a long-form improv scene based on that very interesting bird fact.
Okay. All right.
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, Hoover?
Yes, Hubilation?
That's me, Hubilation. Listen, it's starting to get light, and means it's about bedtime, right?
Well, I mean, we are, after all, nocturnal creatures, so, yeah.
Yeah, we are. Only I'm scared of the light.
You're scared of the light?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
scared of what might happen, and I can't look everywhere all at once because my eyes are so fucked up, like all of us owls are.
yeah, we're a fucked up species of owls, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is owls, or a genus rather. There are a lot of different species of owls. I guess they're all kind of fucked up, aren't they?
Yeah, we are.
You ever wish we didn't have such fucked up eyes, Jubilation?
I do wish that, and I kind of wish that we slept at night.
That would be pretty neat as well. I mean, think of it. Everybody else sleeps at night. We would finally be able to go to social events and things.
Yeah.
That people go to during the day, which we can't because we're always asleep.
Right. We're asleep when everything fun happens.
It sucks, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
But look, here comes Billy Bat. I wonder what he's got to say.
Hey there, fellas.
Hey, Billy. We were just about to go to sleep, but Jubilation says he's afraid of the light.
Afraid of the light? What are you talking about? Being a nocturnal animal is the best. What do you think you are, Jubilation? Some kind of a human who lives in the city? Well, actually, sometimes I do dream that I could become a human or human, as it were.
Oh, wouldn't it be amazing to be a human with your eyes that can turn by themselves without having to turn your whole head? And hands and fingers and thumbs and waking up in the morning and going to bed at night?
Yeah, but what about humans can't swallow a whole rat all at once?
Well, that is true. I feel like they could if they tried. They put the effort into it, they might be able to.
Yeah, they could if they tried. You know what, guys? This has been my dream for a long time. And in fact, I'm thinking about getting a bus ticket to New York City so that I can become a human.
Oh, now wait a minute, Jubilation. Being a human is more than just being in New York City.
Well, yeah, of course it is. It's staying awake during the day. It's going to fun events, and it's typically not swallowing a whole rat unless you really put your mind to it and decide that that's what you're going to do for some reason.
Okay, but why are you getting a bus ticket? We can fly.
Yeah, we can fly, we owls and one bat, but humans can't. I want to have a true human experience.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I guess we'd have to support you, since we're your friends and all.
Yeah, I guess so, Hoover. Although I don't like it.
Oh, but don't let Hugamemnon, the leader of the owls, find out. He's pretty sore about anyone who doesn't do things the owl way.
You're right. Well, I'm sick of listening to what Hugamemnon says.
Not even a good pun on a existing name.
What do you mean? It was his given name.
I know. I'm sorry. I feel like... Well, never mind. Keep going.
Well, guys, I'm glad to hear that you want to support me because, look, I got 3 bus tickets.
Oh, well, you mean we could go with you to New York City?
Yeah, you could. Huh. I don't know. It seems a little weird to me. What's a bat gonna do in New York City? I just call it New York City because I'm a bat.
You don't say the who thing. No, that would be weird. Well, haven't you? I've heard that some bats can make it big on Broadway.
You mean on...
No,
yeah, Broadway.
Broadway is fine. Yeah.
Broadway is fine. Hoover, you read
Broadwing,
my mind.
maybe.
Broadwing, sure. Yeah, I'm good with that. And Hoover, you read my mind. I want to be a star on Broadwing.
No. What's all this then?
Oh no, Hoogamemnon.
Act casual. We don't want him to find out what we're up to.
Hey, what's the haps, old man?
What are you doing here, bat? This tree is for owls. It's where we sleep. Shouldn't you be hanging upside down like a bat? That's what bats do, and I don't like it when things don't do the things they're supposed to.
All right, I get the idea. I'll see you two later at the, not the bus station.
Hoobilation Hoover, I don't like you hanging out with that bat. We are owls. You should eat him and then vomit him up as a pellet.
But that bat is our friend.
Friend, we are owls. We don't have friends, we have prey and other owls.
You're right. Yeah, I guess that's true, Hoogamemnon. That's how it's always been.
That's right, and there's no need to change it, because that is how it has always been.
Right, well, then I guess it's time to go to sleep then, huh?
Well, as I see that the sun is coming up, it is indeed time to go to sleep, because we are owls, and we sleep during the day.
Okay, well, let's all go to sleep then. Hoover, I'm turning my whole head toward you. And closing one eye. We'll go to sleep now.
And I'll turn my whole head to you, even though that makes it turn at an angle that a human would find uncomfortable, and close one of my eyes. Wink.
Okay, good night, Hoogamemnon.
Good day, damn it!
Sorry, my mistake.
Well, flap off. Flap.
Hoover, now's our chance. He's flying back the other way. He expects us that we're asleep right now. Let's get to the bus station.
Good idea. Hopefully, Billy the Bat will meet us there. Man, it is weird flying during the day.
Yeah, I can see everything.
I know. Look, there goes some humans, all, doing their human things.
I like my briefcase. I'm gonna take it on the bus with me.
I have a phone. I'm talking to another person who's far away.
Wow. I love watching what the humans do.
We should observe them closely so that when we become humans, we know how to act.
Good idea, Hoover. And maybe some of these humans will help us to achieve our goals even faster.
I hope you're right, Hoobilation, but I didn't want to tell you this, but I've heard that sometimes humans can be not accepting.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, that can't be true. Hey, a lot of these humans look really nice. Well, let's get on the bus real quick so I can show you them. Like, oh, here's our pass, Mr. Bus Driver.
Stamp. All right.
Okay. Well, Hoover, Billy, look at that young man.
Oh, Billy,
sitting
you
over
actually
there.
are here. You didn't speak or do anything.
Yeah, I flew up and I noticed you guys were already mid-conversation. I thought this was a time better suited to listening rather than talking.
Well, we appreciate it. Okay.
That's very polite. But look at that young man sitting in the corner with what appears to be but one suitcase and a dream.
Oh, my. Well, what do you think his dream is?
I don't know. Why don't we sit next to him and maybe we'll hear. Flap, 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 flap.
I spent my last dollar on this bus ticket to New York City, where hopefully my dream will come true. But it's not likely.
Well, why isn't it likely, sir?
What the? It's 2 owls and a bat! You can't be... Oh, wait, no, they have passes. They can be on the bus. That's all right.
Yes, we're allowed to be here. We're going to New York City.
What, you mean New York City?
Yes, that's right, New York City.
Well, gosh, you guys are going to New York City just like me? Could it be that you also have a dream?
We do. We want to be great performers on Broadway.
What? But I'm going to New York City to become a famous performer on Broadway.
Yeah, that's what they mean.
Okay, why are they doing the thing where they just change certain parts of words to be more bird themed?
Yeah, Billy, why aren't you being cool? You have a wing too. The Who thing I get, but...
Yeah, you know what? It's not really important. Well, who are you? Who are you?
Yes, who are you?
Well, my name is Francis Down on His Luck.
Oh.
And my dream, I come from Funkelberg, Kansas, and no one from Funkelberg ever made it big, but I have a dream to be a big Broadway star.
Wow. Well, us too. Except we don't call it that. Maybe we can be friends, Francis.
Oh gosh. Friends with 2 owls and a bat? Well, I guess it's better than my current situation, which is no friends with anyone of any species. All right. I'd like that.
Great.
Jubilation and Hoover and Billy the Bat.
Great pronunciation, Francis, down on his luck.
Wow. Listen, I packed us all a lunch. Here's a dead rat for you. And for Billy is, just a vial of blood.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a vampire bat.
Okay. And a dead rat for me. And I have a spare dead rat if you would like it, Francis.
Yeah, Francis. You could probably swallow it whole if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, I've never eaten a whole dead rat before, but I've never gone to New York on a bus before either. I guess I'll give it a try. Oh, God! No, it's awful. I can't do that. Of course I can't do that. I'm a human being. It's just a revolting dead animal.
Well, the important thing is you tried. Hey, look, the bus is starting to move. Roll down the window, Francis.
All right.
I want to feel the breeze against my face. Goodbye, Forest.
Yeah, it's weird that there was a bus stop right in the middle of this forest. I had to walk like 6 miles out of town just to get it to it.
Goodbye, old home. Oh, I can feel my feathers blowing in the wind. Oops, looks like one got away. Well, here we go. And we see the bus speed away out of the forest, but Hubalation's feather is left behind as
Flittering through the wind, blowing back toward the tree of the owls.
and suddenly, gently flying into the back of Hugamemnon.
What the?
What are you startled me. Is it night already?
Bluster and nonsense, but it's not. I have got to wake you up early, Oswaldo Opossum.
All right. I don't like waking up early.
I know
like
you
to
don't.
sleep in.
But listen, two of my owls and a bat who I am indifferent about have fled the tree. And I need you, the possum bounty hunter, to track them down and kill them.
Well, far be it for me to ask questions when I've got a paying client, but why on earth do they have to die for this?
Well, you understand that I am a staunch traditionalist, yes?
Uh-huh.
Well, in order to maintain a respectable amount of fear about deviating from our classic traditions, I need to impose, some have said, overly severe consequences for disobedience.
Well, all right. But this is gonna be a tough one. I think from this feather that you showed me, it looks like it came from the direction of the bus station, and the bus is heading to New York City.
Yes, I did see that, but I'll tell you this, Oswaldo. The reason I've hired you is because you're the deadliest and most competent bounty hunter in the forest, and also because you have those little people hands. And so
That's right.
you can pilot this car I stole.
But Hugamemnon, isn't that sort of against the owl way?
Well, what they don't know won't hurt them.
Good one.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, I'll get into this car you stole. I'll just have to open up the back door. And I'll load up my my large rifle that I have.
This is why you're such a good bounty hunter. Because
Yes. I have a gun. That's why.
and it really gives you a serious advantage in a forest of animals.
That's right. All right.
Also, take this cell phone so that you can keep me apprised of your progress.
Boy, Hugamemnon, you, if anybody found out about this, you are a horrible hypocrite.
Nonsense.
But,
Nonsense. I do what I must. It is a necessary evil for the survival of the Parliament of Owls.
all right. Well, I guess I'd better be on my way. I'm lifting up
evil? No, that doesn't work.
I'm not going to say it doesn't work, but, you know. But, all right. I'm lifting up this large log, which I will drop and press onto the gas pedal.
Yeah.
So that I can come up to the steering wheel.
And there he goes. Very well. I'll flutter back to my owl tree. Here's my my vice president, Huvier. Huvier.
Yes, so what is it, Hugamemnon?
I understand that two of our owls have disappeared, vanished without a trace.
Oh, This is very interesting.
They are dead.
What? Oh, no.
It's very sad. It's very sad. But Hoover and Hoobilation are gone.
Oh, no.
Let us gather all around and sing the sad owl song of death.
Yes, it is all that we can do as owls is sing the sad song of death.
Here we are. We are both such good singers. This at least will be some comfort to their families over here.
Yes. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who? Where are you?
You are dead.
Oh no!
There, Hubella.
Oh, but
they're in a better place. They're in a better place
Hoobilation
now.
Senior, the president and vice president said, Who are you? You are dead, and I know that means our son is dead.
And they wouldn't sing that song if it wasn't referring to our son. But, Hubella, he was never happy here. Perhaps in death he has found some peace. Though, if I found out that the President Hugamemnon was lying, I would be pissed.
Oh, me too. Me who?
In New York. Well, guys, here's our hotel room. I'm sorry it's not that fancy, but I have to wash dishes in the restaurant downstairs just to be able to stay here at all. So.
Wow, not fancy. I've never seen any place like this.
Look at this. He's got a chair.
Yeah, and he's got a bed.
That's pretty spectacular. And look, Batty found the closet.
Wow, look at these hangers. They're doing all right. It's not hanging up to my level, but not bad.
It's just a piece of plastic, Billy. There's no need to put yourself up above it. Anyway, guys, my big audition for Broadway, a big new Broadway musical, is tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's the one you were telling us about on the way here. You and 3 friends are going to do a barbershop quartet, isn't that right?
That's absolutely right. It's going to be a really we've really been practicing it, and they're coming into the hotel tonight too. So I'm going to go downstairs to the conference room, which they said I could use to practice. Okay, but you guys should come to the audition tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Yeah, we'd love to, Francis. Thanks.
Meanwhile, at the concierge's desk, someone at the door. Can I help you? Wait a minute. This is just a possum.
That's, help me out.
I
called ahead.
Oh, let me check. Oh, yes, Mr. Oswaldo Opossum.
That's right. I believe I booked a room, isn't that right?
Let me see here. Yes, I assumed it was just a funny last name and you weren't a real opossum, but the credit card went through, so here's your key.
Thank you. Bellhop, could you help me with my luggage?
Yeah, but you should know that your car is still, screaming forward as though there's something pressing down on the gas pedal right now.
Yeah, so what? Screaming forward through the streets of New York City? It's not gonna bother anyone.
I mean, we've had worse drivers. All right, let me take you up to your rooms there.
Hey, good one! I heard that from the kitchen.
Here you are, sir. I apologize if you hear some sound. You're right above the conference room, and some guys are practicing singing for a big audition tomorrow. But if it bothers you, let me know, and I'll ask them to keep it quiet.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be no problem. This painting hanging on the wall here, doesn't, if I lift it up, doesn't reveal any sort of eye hole to, the adjoining room, does it?
No, it's just a picture of the Pope's dangling ball sack by Michelangelo.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, he's a very talented artist. But no, there's no eye hole. What a strange question, talking opossum.
Well, all right. You've been very helpful. Yes. Well, here you go. A handful of acorns.
Thank you, sir. Very generous. Okay, guys, let's try it again from the top, okay? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and here we go.
Blue moon, I saw you standing alone.
Oh, we are singers, and we're good.
Oh, we are very, very good.
Guys, stop. What was that?
Guys, me and Francis are singing Blue Moon, the old doo-wop standard.
Right.
You two, the Biloxi brothers, are I don't know what you're doing. Just announcing how good you are and
And why are you not wearing any clothes?
oh, we'd have it no other way.
Let's take it from the top.
Okay, but
Yeah, I
first,
guess we
Neil, what's going on with these guys?
Francis, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've been in town for, let's call it 16 days now.
Yeah.
And just about every one of those 16, shall we say, episodes, I've encountered some duo of people who talk exactly like this.
Yeah.
And feel the need to insert themselves into every situation.
I mean, I feel like their voices are slightly different.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. There is nuance.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going. Cut back to the hotel room.
Oh, look, I'm wearing Francis's hat. I'm a human.
Wow, just like a human. Look at me. I'm ironing Francis's dress shirt, just like a human.
That's
And,
actually really impressive.
I'm gripping it with my talons. Yeah, and I'm hanging just like a hanger.
That's not. Oh, that's okay. It's nice. Could you?
Do what you want. Do what you want, Billy.
Well, hey, why don't we go down and watch Francis's practice?
That's a good idea. Yeah, let's head there now.
Doot, 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 doot. We won't fly. We'll just walk on our little
just
feet.
Take our time. Uh-oh. Hoover, look. Stairs.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Do you hear something?
I don't know. I do vaguely hear the sound of someone turning one of those crank drill things against one of the walls.
Oh yeah. It's coming from this room here.
Huh?
Here,
Who could be staying
Billy,
in this room?
you're small. Look under the crack in the floor and see what you see.
Okay, let's take a look. Now that I have carved a hole in this wall, very disappointing there wasn't one already there, I'll be able to put my sniper rifle through, and I can use my scope to find those owls so that I can kill them, just like Agamemnon hired me to do.
Ring, 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 ring.
Blast it. A phone call. Hop up on the bed. Scurry, 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 scurry. Hello, Oswaldo.
It's Agamemnon.
Yes, I know. You're the only one who calls my cell phone.
Yes, how is it going? Have you killed the owls yet, just like I, Hugamemnon, ordered you to do?
I was about to, Hugamemnon, but I only got so far as finishing saying my plan out loud to myself.
Well, was there not a hole already in the wall?
No, can you believe it?
That's ridiculous. What are hotels coming to these days? Well, you'd better hurry up and kill them, because I don't want my Vice President Hoovier to find out about it, and I definitely don't want their parents to find out about it, or the entire owl community would turn on me, straight away. And then they would have to sing the death song for me.
It's true, sir. I understand that. But listen, I did manage to gain some intel by listening in on the owls. It seems that they're quite interested in a group of 4 singers who they want to emulate and watch audition for Broadway.
Singers! If there's anything I can't stand more than humans, it's singers!
Yes, well, I've learned that I'm positioned directly above the room that they're practicing in.
Do you still have that little crank drill thing?
Yeah, I didn't get rid of it.
Well, that's good. Then why don't you also drill a hole in the floor and kill the singers? I'll give you 2 extra bags of acorns.
2 bags of acorns? Ooh, Maui, here I come.
Oh no, we've heard every single part of an elaborate scheme to...
Every last detail was said out loud.
Oh no, what are we going
All right,
to do?
Hugamemnon, I'm taking you off speakerphone now, which is just as well because we're done talking.
Goodbye, Oswaldo the opossum, bounty hunter I hired.
Wow, even more information.
Oh no, they didn't realize that someone might be listening in, and thus there was no need to recap everything that they presumably both already knew.
It's very strange of them, but he's probably going to try to kill our human friends first. We've got to warn them.
Well, let's flutter down this staircase with the power of flight that we have as birds.
Okay. Actually, I'm not a bird, but here
What?
I come.
Really?
Yeah, bats are mammals.
Huh. I'm interested in this human science of taxonomy.
Me too, but there's no time. We have to somehow find the
Francis Neal and the Biloxi brothers.
That's right.
There's the bellhop. Let's ask him by fluttering around his head and flapping our wings and Where are they?
Where are they? Tell us.
Pests! I've got to call an exterminator.
What? Why did he run away? He didn't help us at all.
Let's try the concierge. Flap about his head.
2 owls and a vampire bat. Oh God, this is terrible.
Oh, no one's helping us. We're gonna have to knock on every door.
Oh no. Wait. Francis said he was in the conference room. If I was a human, and I was building a hotel, where would I put a conference room? Oh, I don't know much about humans. Hubilation, you're better at this.
Well, a conference room means it's where humans tell information to other humans. That means it.
Oh God, that was the first sniper bullet. Oh no.
Meanwhile, in the conference room, oh, I'm hit.
Oh no! They've hit my brother! Francisco! Oh, do you have any final words?
Well, I guess that's all she wrote.
Oh, my grief knows no bounds! Ah! He got me too! Heavens to Murgatroyd!
Holy shit!
Oh my
Francis,
God, get
what
under the
fuck
table,
is
Neil.
happening?
Jesus Christ.
And now only one more to shoot.
Oh God, they shot Neil. He didn't even get to die in a big way. Oh no, here it comes. I'm next. My certain death. Before I achieved my dream of Broadway stardom.
Hey, Hoover, I just thought of something.
What is it, Hoobalation?
It doesn't matter where the conference room is. We heard where the assailant is. We should just go into that room and stop him.
Oh my gosh, that's absolutely right. Quickly, back up the stairs. Why did we even come down?
And I'm slowly pulling the trigger for this last
Door
one.
bursts open.
They're flying around my head.
If I can eat a whole rat in one sitting, let's try a possum.
We're gonna have to do it together because opossums are a little bit bigger.
Oh, he's still got some blood left. Billy, help us out. Deflate him so he's smaller.
This is a horrible thing that's happening to me. But you stupid owls and bat, I'm still too big for all of you to eat me.
Oh no, I think he's right. He's only about a third of the way down my gullet.
Me too. Oh. Yes, and he's got so much blood. If only there was someone else to help us swallow this small mammal whole.
I'll help. This asshole possum killed my friends.
Francis!
Give me a chunk of him.
No, please don't.
I'll take the little people hands.
My hands.
Well, that was horrific.
We, 2 owls, a bat, and a human just ate up a possum.
Live. And now, downstairs, there are 3 dead bodies.
Do we? Yeah, but worse than that, Francis, how are you going to do your audition now?
Well, a normal person would probably be more upset by the fact that 3 close friends were murdered. But yeah, I'm more concerned about the audition I'm going to miss. How on earth will I find 3 backup singers now?
Yeah. Yeah, how are you going to find that?
How
boy.
are you gonna find that?
Good one. Our plans are ruined. Hoobalation, I told you. Coming to New York City is a waste of time. Well, I'm not so sure. 'Cause why don't we act as your 3 backup singers?
What? You guys? Why, it's just crazy enough to work.
Hooray! Thanks, Francis.
Now I have to go give a statement to the police. I'll be back in a minute.
Cut to that exchange very briefly. What now?
Okay, so the possum was a bounty hunter who was hired by Hugamemnon. He's the leader of the owls back in Kansas. And he was a staunch traditionalist. He wanted to kill the owls for leaving his community, right? And the bat. But he also hates singers for some undisclosed reason. So he also he paid him extra to shoot my 3 friends, the Biloxi brothers and Neil. So he managed to kill them, but then my friends Hoobalation, Hoover, and Billy burst in on him and tried to eat him, but he was slightly too big, so they needed my help to finally eat the last bit of him. You got it all?
Hey, buddy. Maybe lay off the sauce. Next day at the audition. Oh, darn it. I've seen so many people today, me as a theatrical director, and yet no one is good enough for my new musical.
Mr. Schwank, I'm next on the docket. My name is Francis Down on His Luck.
Oh my, oh my. Oh, this is very important to me. Girl Schwank. I need to revive the name of the Schwank family after my horrible brother.
I don't really need to hear your whole backstory, Mr. Schwank. We already dealt with this with a possum who just didn't know when not to share. I'm going to be singing, a barbershop quartet piece with my 3 backup singers.
All right. Well, don't disappoint me. You see, I foolishly decided that all of these auditions should be broadcast live on television.
That's a bad thing to do with auditions.
What did I say? Did I say it was a good idea? No, foolish idea. But here we are.
All right, fine. Fine.
But so far they've all been very disappointing. Well, why don't you bring the 3 other humans who are going to sing with you?
You might be surprised. Let me adjust my little red bow tie and my striped vest and pick up my my cane. Come on out, guys.
All right. As you can see, I'm holding on to a hanger, which I'm gonna pluck and play a little bit.
We're here too, and we're ready to sing.
I love to sing.
All right, you ready,
What's
guys?
this now?
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Who killed a possum? Who shot a possum? Who ate a piece of possum?
Who killed the possum? Who ate the possum? We all killed the possum.
We ate the possum, bits of the possum, drank all the possum's blood.
Who thought the blood tasted awesome when he drank out all the possum? That's my friend Billy, and this is Hoover.
Yeah. And to close out our celebration, it's a human named Hoobalation.
And if someone was going to dance with us, I've got my friend France with us.
Thank you so much. Well, Mr. Schwank?
Are you getting this? Please tell me that the recording is picking up this audition as well as all the others.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Oh, wonderful. And it's being broadcast on through the airways right now. And we travel through New York City, everybody watching the TV in Times Square. It's being broadcast on every screen, and all of the visitors are loving it. And then we move back to the forest where
Hubella, come here.
What is it?
Well, you remember how that I'm not that dissimilar from my beloved son Hubilation after all, in my interest in human things?
Well, yes, I've always known this, Hubilation Senior.
Come into the hollow of this tree.
Huh?
Click.
A television set?
Let me just tune it.
We ate the possum, we killed the possum dead.
Possum up. Our son!
And look, it's live. That means they're not dead after all.
Let's fucking kill Hugamemnon!
Let's just rip him to goddamn pieces. Now, wait a minute.
Everyone, look at what's on this television I'm carrying with my talons.
Huvier, you're the president now, or you will be in a minute, because we're gonna fucking kill Hugamemnon.
Yes, and please know that retroactively my first order as president will be to have killed Hugamemnon.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. No, you're surrounding me. You're close. No.
Let's all eat him.
I call his eyes that are fucked up. And back in New York.
Brava! I will tell you right here in the room. You four are hired as the actors for my musical.
Thank you, Mr. Schwank. That's very nice to hear. Could you please make a note that all the actors in your musical are humans? Or, I'm sorry, humans.
Well, I suppose I can't say no to my new stars. Wow, really? You'd call me a human in the playbill?
Yeah, you've earned it, Hubilation. You've earned it. And you've taught me a thing or two about what it means to be human.
Really? Wow.
And that's our feel-good story for the night. And I know we all needed to hear that after the gruesome story of that triple murder. Coming up next, an artist just had an embarrassing photo leaked online. I enjoyed that.
All right.
I was, I'll be honest with you, Josh. I was a little bit concerned when you made us all owls.
I thought you might be. I thought you might.
But we really brought it together, I think. I think that really worked.
Yeah. I the thing is, I love those little guys.
They're pretty great. They're pretty great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Man.
And them and their fucked up eyes.
Fucked up, messed up eyes. Man,
Well,
maybe that's going to be the next big thing. Then we can get an adaptation of this on Netflix or something.
yeah.
Hub-
I mean, yeah.
Hubilation and the Human Quest. I don't know.
That'd be great. I mean, the fact that not every single one of our episodes, every single sketch, every single long narrative, the fact that they haven't been adapted. Jesse, if Joker can be nominated for an Oscar,
Yeah.
then why can't Big Town Improv episode 4, the Society of Super Nuisances, be nominated for several Oscars?
It's an injustice, I'll tell you that. And the
It's
only
wrong.
way that I will feel better about that injustice is if you tell me where people can find you on social media, Josh.
Oh, okay. I don't quite see how that connects.
It'll
but
help,
if
Josh.
it'll make you feel better. Oh, yeah, I want to help. Well, you can find me on social media. You can find me on Instagram at The Josh Pilch Show or on Twitter at Josh Pilch Show.
It's good to hear.
You know, it would ease my mind now that I kind of see it now. It would ease my mind if I knew where can I find you, Jesse, on the internet.
Well, I try to be a supportive friend, you know. You can find me on Instagram at Jesse Moriarty and on Twitter at Jesse J. Moriarty.
Yeah.
And you know what, Josh? Another thing that wins Oscars is music. And
Yes.
it's also a crime that the musical score that we have, which again is not part of a film and so technically doesn't qualify,
Which is a crime.
Yeah, it was a big crime. Where are we
Crime
getting this
shame.
great music, Josh?
Well, we get all our original music from award-winning composer Steve Wilder Blumenthal of WilderBlueMusic.com. Yeah, and you can also find Big Town Improv on social media at Big Town Improv. Give us a like. We also want to thank one more time for taking us to this insane world of owls and
Their
dangly
fucked up
balls.
eyes, yeah.
Their fucked up eyes, their dangly balls. No, not the owl's dangly balls, the Pope's dangly balls. We want to thank our friend Rachel Gitlevich. It was very nice of her to come on here. Again, you can find her on Instagram at Rachel Sculpts, or you can look at her animation, which is very good and intimidating. She was a long-established animator when I got started, so I looked up to her work, and you can see some of that at vimeo.com/GitlevichR, GITLEVICHR.
Well, I would like to get Rachel to help us out with our final farewell here. to the
Yeah,
people.
yeah, Rachel, why don't you come back real quick while we say goodbye to everyone? Oh, look, there she is. Don't say anything yet. Wait for it. Yeah, so I guess I would say from the halls of life drawing class
To the forest of the owls, all the way to your town, to back to Big Town, to
and then back to your town again, and to you we say
bye.